Hi, welcome to the JUNGLEFIER, which is a brand new online sustainable horticulture course that allows you to green up your service, school or home safely, sustainably and on budget. You can get the JUNGLEFIER by clicking the link in the video description. But before you do that, you're probably wondering, what the hell is the JUNGLEFIER? Well, let me give you a quick overview of the course. Here we go. If you are working in the education and care sector as an early childhood or school educator or teacher, center director, school principal, educational leader, curriculum, compliance, quality or operations manager, or you are a parent, then it's likely that you have no greenery, poisonous, hazardous or unsuitable or plastic plants, shrubs and trees. 70% of Australian early childhood services have poisonous plants on premises. You are not growing food consistently all year round with the children, which means that the children are not establishing these important connections, these habits in the brain. And that means that they are more likely to eat Doritos instead of veggies when they grow up. Your educators and teachers, people in your service, are not on board with sustainability and greenery, which means that you're trying to do everything by yourself or you are outsourcing it. You are big on indigenous perspectives, yet your outdoors, your yard, is full of introduced exotic plants, shrubs and trees instead of natives. And you don't have the right skills and knowledge around horticulture and sustainability. Now, I don't want you to be like that. I want you to have thriving indoor and outdoor greenery. I want you to have safe, suitable and hardy plants, shrubs and trees so that you don't put children's health at risk and you don't put yourself at risk of compliance breaches and heavy fines. I want you to be growing food with the children consistently all year round, so that they are establishing and solidifying these important habits in the brain while that young brain is wiring itself. Which means that when they grow up, they'll be eating fresh veggies instead of Doritos. I want your teams of educators, teachers, whoever you have in your service to be on board with sustainability and greenery, so that it's not the sole responsibility of one individual, whether it's you or someone else. And also, so that you don't have to outsource it. If you are big on indigenous perspectives, I want you to have native outdoor plants, shrubs and trees instead of exotic introduced ones. And I want you to have the right sustainable horticulture skills and knowledge. But not just that, because you're not working at a botanical garden or on a farm, right? It needs to follow the 4-step formula I'm going to tell you about in a moment. How would you like to get from red to green? Let me introduce you to JUNGLEFIER. JUNGLEFIER is a sustainable horticulture course tailored to people who work in the education and care sector. Early childhood and school educators and teachers, center directors, school principals, quality, compliance, curriculum, operations managers, education leaders, consultants, trainees, students, and it's also relevant to parents. JUNGLEFIER allows you to green up your service, school or home safely, sustainably and on budget. You will learn everything about indoor greenery, including what are the 5 common but poisonous indoor plants and 18 tried and tested safe alternatives. You will also learn how to green up your entire indoor space for under $10. You will learn everything about outdoor greenery, plants, shrubs and trees, including the 12 common but poisonous outdoor plants, shrubs and trees, their safe and hardy alternatives, anywhere from ground covers all the way to trees and in between, such as climbers and hedges and spillovers and gap fillers. And 2/3 of these outdoor plants, shrubs and trees are native. You will learn sustainable gardening principles, including 3 things to know about soil, a cool, simple but effective soil test exercise you can do with the children, non-chemical and non-invasive pest and plant disease management, composting and worm farming, and how to set up your gardens for long-term success. You will learn how to get the best bang for your buck while greening up and potentially save thousands of dollars. You will also learn about fruiting trees and bush tucker, little bit about weeds management and how to enhance biodiversity at your service. The secret behind the Junglefire course is this 4-step formula of safety, sustainability, horticulture and budget. And this formula underpins everything in the course. People often struggle with balancing sustainability, compliance and meeting budget. So they have plastic plants, plant hire, introduced hardy but poisonous plants, or one-off garden setups, but these often don't work because people don't follow the formula. Now you might be thinking, who is this guy with strong accent, why should I believe him, and how does he know about sustainability, horticulture, but especially in the context of the education and care sector, right? And that's fair enough. I am Jan, the founder of Sustainable Butterflies, and I created the course. During my 9 years in the Australian education and care sector, I have helped more than 1,500 early childhood services and schools become green and sustainable. I have worked with hundreds of educators and teachers and helped centers anywhere from Adelaide all the way to Townsville. And now I have put all that experience into the Junglefire course, as you will see, because there are many examples from around the services. Examples of what works and of what doesn't work. Now with the Junglefire course you are also getting 3 bonuses. The first bonus is the Greenery guidebook for little hands and beyond. This guidebook complements the course and it gives you something while you're greening up your service that you can have on your iPad, or you can print it out, or you can just refer to it. Your second bonus is my Sustainability Alignment Method, or SAM. With this method, you will be able to get your teams on board with greenery and sustainability without preaching and pushing. And your third bonus is my inquiry into indigenous and Christian traditions together. Is there a common ground between these two? And how is that related to horticulture and sustainability? Well, if you are introducing these indigenous native plants and growing bush tucker and maybe cooking with it and all that stuff, the inquiry will really help you to avoid tokenism. And in the inquiry, there are 4 interviews with Christian educators, including indigenous educators. Normally, these first 2 bonuses, the Greenery Guidebook and the Sustainability Alignment Method combined, sell for $167, but you are getting them at no charge because they come with the Junglefire course. So, are you going to green up your service safely, sustainably and on budget? I can't wait to see you in